Let's set up the perfect catfish rig. Everything you need to catch monster catfish now. First things first, let's talk about the essentials you need for the best catfish rig setup to target every species of catfish in any water condition. We're going to need a strong main line, and we recommend at least 30-pound braided line, a quality and sharp octopus circle hook for better hookups, a barrel swivel to prevent line twisting, a heavy egg sinker or a no-roll fixed sinker for stability, and of course your bait. The stinkier and smellier the better, and we'll cover each of these in plenty of detail. In terms of line, we always use braided line because of its abrasion resistance. It's super strong and yet still very sensitive so you can feel the fish. We always use 50-pound braided line because we catch 50-pound snapping turtles fishing on the bottom for catfish, and they'll break you off with anything lighter. And for the circle hook, we use a 4/0 to 5/0 for channels and a 7/0 to 8/0 for larger flatheads and blues. The circle hook turns in the catfish's mouth better than a J hook, which prevents gut hooking them. And a barrel swivel is crucial to prevent your line from twisting, especially when fighting very active and spinning catfish. And the sinker weight is crucial for keeping the bait in place in stronger currents and getting the baits down to the bottom where the biggest cats lurk. And baits we'll cover in much more detail after we show you how to rig up. Now's a great time to like this video and hit the subscribe button and enable bell notifications to join our community of passionate anglers. Let's start with the simplest and most common rig to catch all catfish, and that's the classic Carolina rig or slip sinker rig, which is a perfect setup for bottom fishing. Here's how it goes step by step. Step one is to simply slide an egg sinker onto your main line like you see here, and the weight of the sinker will depend on the depth of water and how strong the river current is. Usually a 2-ounce sinker will do the trick. Many folks then tie on a plastic fluorescent bead after the sinker, which is a bumper bead, which will protect your knot from the impact of the sinker. Then you're going to tie a barrel swivel to the end of your line with a strong uni knot or a Palomar knot. This is the key to catfishing. You must master these strong knots so a big, strong catfish never breaks you off. Then you can tie another braid, or some use fluorocarbon leader, to the other end of the swivel with a length of usually 16 to 24 inches. Then you finally tie on your circle hook with a strong uni knot and make sure the size of the hook matches the size of the catfish you're after. The beauty of the sliding sinker setup is it allows the catfish to take the bait without feeling resistance or the actual weight of your sinker. There it all is. And next up here is the Santi Cooper Rig, which is very similar to the Carolina rig, except that it adds a peg float that lifts your bait just off the bottom, and that's really helpful when you've got a very rocky or weedy or tangled bottom that's prone to constant snags. You just start with the same steps as we just showed with the Carolina rig, with the sinker, the bead, and the swivel, which we're drawing out now. And then when you're attaching the leader line, you're going to slide a peg float about 6 to 8 inches above your octopus circle hook. This is what's going to keep your bait suspended and more visible to the catfish. Then you just tie on the appropriate size circle hook and bait her up, and that's the end of it, the Santi Cooper. And finally is the 3-way rig, which can be used effectively out in deeper water on a lake when you're out boat fishing. You start again with your braid main line and tie a 3-way swivel, this time using a strong uni knot. Then you're going to cut a piece of line for the sinker about 6 to 12 inches long and tie it to the second eye of the swivel with another uni knot. Then you attach your 2-ounce fixed sinker to the free end of the sinker line that you cut. Then you cut a piece of leader line about 18 to 24 inches long and tie one end of the leader to the third eye of the swivel using a strong uni knot, and you attach your octopus hook to the free end of the leader line. Then all you do is simply add your bait. You can see it all drawn out there. Okay, now for the fun part. We hope that you're still with us and you've gotten a lot of great tips and tricks from the video thus far. Let's talk about the best baits you can use to catch every type and species of catfish there is with whiskers. Catfish are opportunistic scavenger feeders, and they hunt with their sensory-enabled whiskers or barbels, and they also have thousands of taste buds scattered all over their bodies. So strong scented and smelly and meaty baits is always going to be the key. That's why they call the catfish the swimming tongue. And of course, their whiskers and sensory organs and taste buds all over their body help them find and detect food and prey in murky water, and of course, when they hunt at night, most effectively. Okay, so here are the top choices of baits that we like and that are proven to work. Of course, this is not an all-exhaustive list. It's just the best that we use. Live bait is always going to work best if it's legal to use live bait by you. Many states don't allow it. California, I know for one. Bluegill, shad, or skipjack are best hooked up front or up through the lips, so they swim more naturally and that they last longer. And of course, cut bait chunks in the 6 to 8 inch size of the same fish work great too, especially to catch big blue catfish. And bloody chicken liver is always a top choice for us from its scent, flavor, and texture. And you can also use turkey liver and beef liver because it's a little bit tougher and it stays on the hook better, but you usually have to get that at your butcher shop. But anyway, whenever you're using liver, a great hack to keep it together better and to allow you to cast it out farther into the deepest holes is to stuff it in a pair of pantyhose, if using nylon is legal by you. It's a great trick us old-time catfishermen have been using for decades. Live worms and minnows also work great to catch catfish and all other fish for that matter. And obviously commercially prepared stink baits for catfish with their pungent odor and aroma work great in smaller ponds and lakes, especially for channels and bullheads. And our all-time favorite to catch channel catfish in smaller ponds is frozen cheese-filled hot dogs, shrimp, raw bacon, or chicken guts and scraps. And you can marinate all these in heavy garlic for an even better scent boost. So now you know the right baits to use and how best to bait them up to catch catfish. You always want to look for areas with submerged structure, fallen trees, brush piles, rock piles, deep holes, and sunken hollowed out logs. All great places catfish love to hide out in ambush mode for unsuspecting prey and to stay cooler. That's it. If you enjoyed these expert fishing tips and tricks, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable insights, skills, and knowledge to up your catfishing game. Join our community of passionate anglers today and keep in touch. Drop us a comment. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Please like this video, hit the subscribe button before you leave, and don't forget to enable your bell notifications so you never miss another great video coming your way.